morning guys, my name's Mark Healy, I'm the graduate coach. This morning what I want to do is take you through a little bit about this program of design, specifically to help people trying to find employment after graduating from university. So what I want to go over this morning is some of the facts or some of the terminologies that you use in the industry and what it really means and how you find the work that you're looking for. What you've got to understand is most of the jobs that are advertised, as you're aware, are extremely competitive. And there's only a small portion of them that are really suitable, I guess, to graduates. 15% of the jobs are advertised, they say. Sometimes it's a lot higher than that, sometimes it's even less than that. But it doesn't leave you a lot of room to move. So if there's no graduateships or internships online, you tend to think, well, there's nothing I can do. Well, what I'd like to do is offer you another way of finding work. And what I want you to understand is the jobs that are advertised are through Seek, Grad Connect, LinkedIn and Indeed. Now that's where most of you play, in Australia at least. Now, what I'm saying is you have less than 2% chance of getting those jobs. And I think you can understand that. That means 1 in 50 chance of getting a job. And that's being generous in the current market. So what I want you to understand is if 85% of the jobs go unadvertised, you should be asking questions like, well, what does that really mean? If LinkedIn's here, and that's not the hidden job market, what does this really mean? Well, it's a little bit of experience that you've got, I draw down on to explain this to you, but within every company there's a turnover every month, and obviously you could equate that to an annual turnover. But what happens is people leave companies for lots of different reasons. Graduates, young engineers, young scientists, young teachers, you name it, they leave. And they leave for a variety of reasons. Sometimes they get sick, sometimes they change and go interstate, sometimes they go, look, hey, I don't want to work in this company, I just want to go somewhere else. And there's around 10 to 15 different areas why people leave. Now, what I want you to understand is we're trying to tap into that and find out what's going on within the companies. It's really simple to do and it happens really quickly. So how does this program work? It's really simple. Whatever qualification you have, you would need to target the companies that suit that qualification. If you're a civil engineer, you target civil engineering companies. If you're a business analyst and you're in the IT sector, you would look at companies that provide that service. So the first thing you've got to do is target the right companies. You need to know what are all the companies in my area, where I live within Australia. And it's easy to do. Very easy to do. You can get a list of all those companies. I'll show you how to do that. Then, now this is the most really important part, target the right people. Now, this is what you have to understand. The HR person is not the right person for you to target unless you want to work in HR, unless you've got a HR degree behind you. The right people for you will be, if you're an engineer, it'll be the engineers that hire you. And there's a different type of engineer, there's a different level of engineer that you need to target. If you're an accountant, the same thing. Business analyst, the same thing. IT, the same thing. You'd be targeting the right person within the organisation. Now, what you've got to do, target the right people, show you how to do that. Target the right people, show you how to do that. That's simple. Then what we got to do is we have to develop a relationship with this person. Now, what does that really mean? Okay? Well, this doesn't take a long time. We do contact them. We don't do any cold calls, nothing like that. We don't walk in off the street, no canvassing, nothing like that. We do it extremely professionally, but I show you a way to do that within the program itself. And I haven't got the time to really get into the details of it and why and how that really works. Now, the relationship only takes, once you've met someone and if they like you, they're going to ask you for your details. That's right, they're going to ask you for your resume after you've met them. No stage do we ask for work. Important rule to remember, do not tell anyone you're looking for work. They know you're looking for work for the way I show you how to do it. The thing is, what you've got to know then is, after the relationship's established, your work follows. The relationship is your network. And you need to know about 5 to 7 people. You need to establish that in about 1 to 2 months. It's very simple to do. And once you know those people, once you've physically met them, and you can pick up the phone and talk to them any time of the day, potentially, not always, that's when you're going to get your work. You're going to get the work off the network itself. That's really how the program works. Now, one of the things you've got to be careful of is do not limit yourself to just graduateships. I'll show you how. So I'm just going to flip this around, show you the second part of the program and how it works. Okay, now, this is what you need to know. Who does it work for? Basically engineers, technicians, IT, finance, business, science, environmental sciences, basically anyone at all, as long as you're prepared to meet someone. The program's been running about 3 years. I've interviewed about 1,500 graduates. I've had around 200 work with me directly. And the probability of success I find is around 65%. And one of the biggest ingredients, I can always tell the ones that are going to do really well or they're going to get a job really fast is one word only, and that's confidence in themselves. They're sort of just wanting a set of tools to say, how do I get a job? And once they get the tools, the work follows, and it follows really quickly. So if you're interested in doing the program, what I'd like you to do is just go to my site, www.markdeanhealy.com.au, and just enroll in the course, enroll in the graduate program, and then from there, I'll send you all the information you need, and you'll have access to both online materials and videos, similar to what we're doing here, all your notes, plus live chat. All right, guys, thanks very much, and I hope you find that of benefit.